This is your daily market review for Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at XP Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market review for Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. Hopefully you have an amazing day. Get a chance, check out the live chat we did earlier. A little bit of confusion with some of the links and software, but we got it going really good. Again, talk about a lot of the things that, I don't know, you can see as the market's evolving. So if you have any questions, again, please reach out. Use the Calendly link. Just book a 30-minute session. Follow us on the Discord. Link is in the description below. It's all free. Again, knowledge shared for the purpose of networking, growing our relationships, and helping people out. Because again, the best thing that I can do is just give you the information. You have to execute. I do not want to be responsible for other people's trades. And in reality, neither do you want me to be responsible. Again, empower yourself, right? Anyway, let me know how I can help. Follow YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tradingagent.com. Please check out these books. They're amazing. Amazing. That's all you need for trading, seriously. And then follow on Twitter, always posting the trades, what we're up to, live chats, all the fun, the things. I mean, again, did anyone see the New York Fed manufacturing? Minus 43.7. Yikes. Yikes. Bank earnings. Yikes. A lot of issues. And again, I mean, the market's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people, confuse everybody if possible. See Me Watch tool, 63% as of the last time I refreshed it. There's not going to be any cuts in January. But here's the thing. I mean, shipping rates, this is the biggest problem, is that the Feds are in the pickle. Shipping rates, inflation starting to pick up again. Liquidity came into the market. Biden talking about cutting student debt. I mean, it's like the Fed's like, we need a recession. We need prices to come down. We need the market and the economy to slow. And then they try to do what? Pump in this maybe for the election, but here's the thing. Stagflation, no bueno. If you study the past, look, check this out. A lot of people are like, what this market should go higher. Same thing. In the 1970s, America held hostage to stagflation. No, it's not good. No bueno. So again, if you got questions, holler. Let's go through the videotape. No, just kidding. Let's go through the charts. Bitcoin. Again, like gold, like a lot of the commodities names, again, even uranium. I mean, that's the only one I've really been wrong on. I've been nailing oil and gas, gold, silver, miners, all that stuff. It's hard to buy the stuff until the Fed opens the spigot of liquidity going QE. They haven't announced that yet. They haven't announced a cut. I mean, there are talks of cuts coming. But again, typically before the cuts come, the market, the economy fall off a cliff. Well, New York State manufacturing for January showed you issues. Oil, we talked about large short interest. I think that puts a kind of a put under this thing. Like, I don't think it can go, it's not going negative futures, but I would be looking at downside action as, I wouldn't say limited, but just wait for the puke. Natural gas, we said, take your profits when KOLD got up into the upper 60s, low 70s. Take your profit. KOLD was now popped all the way to 84 today. Great trade. Again, great trade. Let it come back down. Come on back, you hear? That's the trade, my friends. Trading around your positions, but also knowing nothing goes in a straight line. The dollar, look at today's action. Again, China's talking about doing another stimulus. Oh my God. I mean, it's like, good luck. They can't, and let me go on a rant a second about China. We know for a fact that the people of China realized many years ago that they couldn't do anything to fight back. And so what they started doing in the last couple of years is realizing, you know how the best way to sink everything in China? Stop paying our debts. Just stop. Stop making payments. Default on things. Put it all in the government's back. Be like, oh, my life's basically controlled anyway. Well, who cares if I pay? And that's the thing. You read about that stuff. Remember when they're putting tanks in front of banks so people wouldn't take money out? You hear about all the time. There's just so much internal stuff, right? Just keep that in mind. Again, we'll see. TLT, scary. We talked about hitting the hundreds, right? Probably going to back off. Well, we're getting the back off, but look at the rates going higher. Remember, this is 6 rate cuts essentially priced in. 81 to 100. If you go to the 10-year yield, I think it went, and don't quote me on this, but I know the mortgage rates went basically 8% down to 6.5%, 6%. And so with whatever bond 10-year you're looking at, I think the yield got close to 5.5 plus down to 4 and change. Don't quote me on this perfectly, but just know that, yeah, there was basically 6 rate hikes or rate cuts, right? So, all right, VIX, we talked about compression. Game is on in time. Keep in mind, the middle of January, talked about this in the live chat. Typically bearish. VIVIX. Look at yesterday's action. We talked about like, holy bananas. Holy bananas, Batman. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll see what happens. SPY. Holding the 20-day right now. Can't be too bearish about it. But, I mean, it feels like it's coming. QQQ, I mean, got held up by NVIDIA. I mean, we'll talk about NVIDIA shortly. Chop, chop. Look at the IWM. We talked about the IWM leads. Doesn't look good. Making new lows. We talked about this bounce to the 20-day. Ooh. Dia breaking the 20-day. Ooh. Be careful. Gold. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, the market, gold's about to rip. And it's like, I've tried to warn you guys. Like, until gold, silver, and the miners confirm it, it's just tough to trust. Like silver. Look at GDX. I mean, one day it's up, and the next day it gives it back and makes new lows. Look at that. Friday, everyone's going moonshot. Man, that's brutal. That's why I was just saying, leave the stuff alone. GDX, same thing. Oh, it's going. Right back. AG. So all the stuff looks exactly the same. Some stuff making newer lows. Look at that AEM. I'm pretty sure this one's making newer lows. Yep. Newmont. Absolutely. This thing's been dog. And this is why it's so hard to trust. Like Newmont is just, look at that big red pin bar. Boom. No bueno, pass. This one acted better on Friday and then not making new lows, but still. Ooh. Taiwan Semi. Pretty sure they have earnings on Thursday. Again, I think this is the best short of the year. At some point, China's coming for it. Buffett dumped. Everyone knows. It's just a matter of when, not if. Micron, piece of junk. Like no earnings, just chopping around. AMD gets the buddy pass, the upgrades at the high. Interesting. Watch this gap. Because again, we talk about novice and pro gaps. I don't like big gaps at highs after a big straight move up, like here. Now again, I'm not saying go out and short it like right now today. Just keep that on your radar. NVIDIA coming into my, oh, come on, let me get it. My trend line, like trend box. Okay, I mean, Nancy Pelosi, best trader of the year. Intel, no love. Chopping, looks like junk. Adobes, been all over the place. Been a lot of yeah. Okay, we'll see. This gap down earnings, chopping. I mean, just, it looks like it's a rolling wave down. Be careful. Apple, talked about it being oversold. Said a 200-day. All right, popped up into the 180s, what we thought. Double testing. Again, it could, worst case scenario, it's chopping. In my mind, it's going much lower in time. Amazonian feels like this one is just I don't know. It's a big megaphone, but it's holding over the top of it. I don't know. Go elsewhere to fish. Sometimes, sometimes the weather's not right. CRM, we talked about riding the upper channel bound. I mean, again, I thought it would drop, but popping up again. If it's not working, give it up. Guggenheim, same thing. And like, this one's tough because it looked like it was going to go, but here's the thing, right? Like, this is just mass confusion. Be careful. Meta, look at this breakout. All right, giving right back. I mean, this one was lagging all day. Microsoft, 390. Okay, we're up at some fib extensions. This candle is a little worrisome. We'll see follow through. NDAQ, we've talked about that pop up to 58 and change. Dead money. MicroStrategy, we talked about this one getting absolutely pounded. And it's like, Bitcoin gonna follow? We'll see. I mean, you're at some support near term. This is one of those things, like if you shorted it, great. If you're gonna try to go long, be careful trying to pick the bottom if the market is about to melt in time. Netflix. Talked about this failure. Look at that. Big Doge. Big red bars. Not big, but red bars following. Wow, man. Roblox. New lows. We talked about the 47 area. Tesla. Talked about it being oversold near term at trendy line area. I don't know. It just, again, if I'm bullish, I'm scared. But if I'm bearish, I'm a little nervous too. Airbnb. Talked about this failing. Up here, 100-day, 20-day. There you go. Costco, again, opening up in China. Is that the best market to be opening up in right now? I don't know. Watch the highs. Again, can't deny the strength. So, again, lay off of it. Starbucks, we talked about. Global growth leader. Crap. FedEx, be careful. Breaking the 200-day. Things that aren't bullish. Watch this 244, 245. Caterpillar. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, my man was talking about, oh, your action's higher than I thought. Well, guess what? Sometimes you miss them. But right now, going into earnings, tough to short, but it looks like it's going to break in time. That's good. Second mouse gets the cheese. If it pops on earnings, I'm all over it. Nucor. Failed. Chopping. Letter X. Again, we talked about this. Be careful. I mean, it's a buyout target. I don't think they get bought out by Nippon Steel, but I think there's bidders. So I don't know what the downside is. But if you trade it, be careful. VALE. Oh, gosh. Look at these global growth names. Ugh. Arrow, again, this thing got beaten. It went from 25 down to 11. Okay, chopping up here. No, it doesn't look good. CCJ, got to give it credit for uranium acting well, but today's action, you've got 2-day ranges. You got the high at 51, you got the low at 48 and change. Whatever direction it goes next, follow that. If it gets over 51, probably goes higher. If it gets below 49, 48, it's probably going lower. CF, we talked about ag names. Don't trust them. Don't trust them, Scotty. Don't have the power. I think, again, I love ag long term. I just think these names are pound town. Meaning they're getting sold with the market. And that's just unfortunate because, well, it's going to be fortunate for us because when they nail the bottoms, we're going to be there with open, wide nets. Like, give me, yum, nom, 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 like Pac-Man. Ding, 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 ding. Eat, 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 eat. Another one, Alcoa, we like long term. Just let it come on down. XLF, finalmente. Finally, it is happening. Talking about chop top, channel high, breaks below the 20-day. Right? Any touch the 20-day now. Show it. Look at this. We said this yesterday, or sorry, Friday. Like, if it is not the top, I will eat a sock. I made a joke in the live chat. I will sit at my desk wearing titty tassels and stream live. I was like, this is just that candle's ugly. Morgan Stanley gaps down on earnings today. Bank of America, cheddar cheese starting to break. 20 days we talked about. Goldman Sachs topped on its earnings, got to 385. No love. Again, that one looks a little better. KRE, we talked about. Junior banks, watch out. I can't think it was PNC Bank. Man, their earnings were not good. XBI, talked about watching the 92s. Again, a lot of things starting to get tired, but if it doesn't crash tomorrow, people are gonna be like, oh, I'm bullish. Okay. TAN, talked about solar being just junk. Sedge, I mean, every day it's like junk. We're glad if you shorted the pops. I mean, people get mad when I talk about this stuff, but I'm like, that's the truth. ENPH. Ugh, man, I really wish it would gotten to the 200-day. Oh well. First Solar, we told you this was going south. Oops, big red. That's a good trade. Congrats. Again, HYG was like, who in their right mind? You gotta be high. Smoky. What the hell? You really want to buy corporate? No. Oil, we talked about being volatile. Be careful. I don't know. Just, again, it could go up and go down quickly. There's a lot of global growth bets, but here's the XOP not looking so hot right now. ExxonMobil, goof, sitting on the precipice of pain. I mean, again, if it breaks, be careful because it's got to hold this area. CVE, a lot of folks are talking about this one again. Someone's buying the February calls, but it's not holding up so well. Valero, we've talked about these names, chopping, watching. NPC, chopping, watching. I mean, it failed at 160, but it's holding up pretty dang well for now. Occidental, man, closed the whole high of the day. I meant Buffett's loving it. Da-da-da-da-da. Sell cover calls, sell cover puts. Da-da, or not cover puts, sell puts. Da-da-da-da-da. EQT, here's another one. People are like, oh, it's going to 44 soon, Dan. Okay, well, wake me up. We talked about it was going to reject. It's going to get back there, Dan. I'm like, okay. Flex LNG, again, we like being a natural gas exporter long term. This looks like a great stock with 8% dividend in time. 10 cuidado, be patient. All right, if you have any questions, please reach out. Always here to help. Please use the link for the Calendly, schedule a meeting, free, open dialogue. You can talk about the wind if you want, the weather. But my goal would be to educate you, whether it's with real estate or some training, with trading. again, use the time. If you need help, again, building networks, maybe at some point you can help me with something, or you do well enough that you want to support the channel, awesome sauce. Again, please join the Discord room, link description below. But if you do join and you don't say a single word, well, guess what? You're going to get booted. I've instructed my moderators to do that because people troll. They start posting stuff that is spam, or they're just ripping my stuff off. And it's like, why? Be involved. Have your own ideas. Don't be shy. No one's here to be angry. Anyway, have a great afternoon. Talk to you later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.